my animal is just flawless. I mean, just look at that. Oh God, it's popping. What's up everyone, and welcome to another video. It's the Master Queen AJ here, and for today's video, I'm basically going to be showing you guys how you can make an amazing intro, but this time using Camtasia Studio. So before I get into anything, there's probably only one or two things that I'd like to say. The first thing is that Camtasia Studio does cost money, unless you guys already have it. I'm pretty sure there are ways to get it for free, but you guys can go ahead and look that up yourselves. If you guys are looking to buy Camtasia Studio, I will leave the link into the description below. One last thing that I'd like to say before I jump into the video. I do have a Mac, so it might look a little different for you guys who may have a Windows computer or something other than a Mac. However, at the end of the day, we all have the same thing. But yeah, the first thing that you guys want to do is just go ahead and go into your den. If you're a non-member, you guys can borrow someone else's den, but for me, I'm just using the Crystal Palace den. So the first thing that you want to do is just basically do whatever kind of dance move you want to do. You can either dance, you can either just sit there, you can either hop. It really doesn't matter, but for me, I'm just going to go ahead and dance. Now what you want to do is just open up Camtasia's screen recorder. Camtasia does come with its own recording system, but anyway, yeah, let's just go ahead and record that. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip this recording process. Alright you guys, so now Camtasia Studio brought our video clip here automatically, which is really cool. So, like I said before you guys, it obviously does look a little different from Windows computers, so I'm really sorry about that. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get rid of this little name tag here. So for me, my crop thing is down here, so I'm just gonna click it and get rid of it because I hate my name tag right there. You can also adjust however big you want your video to be, blah blah blah, like that. So now we're gonna unpress this. So now we're gonna make it however big we want to make it, which is perfect for me. So now what we want to do is go ahead and click Video FX and press Remove Color, click and drag it, which automatically brings it down here into my video editing thing. So we're gonna click this and press that, and it automatically gets rid of the background. So now we're gonna press this again, and I'm gonna kind of make it to where you can't really see the green little highlight. So now what we want to do is go ahead and look up a background. For me, I like bokeh backgrounds, however you say that, or we can just go to YouTube and search up moving backgrounds, which is something that I like to do too. So yeah, I will get back to you guys when I find a background, otherwise I'd just be wasting time. Alright you guys, so I found the background that I want to use, and for those of you guys who want to know where I got this background from, I will leave the link in the description below. But yeah, so for those of you guys who don't know how to get this background, you can just record it because you have to pay with PayPal to get this background. There is no download link. But yeah, you can just use the screen recorder that comes with Camtasia. But anyway, I will be right back. Alright you guys, so now we are back at Camtasia Studio, and here it is. I edited and everything that way I didn't have to waste time when I got back here and started recording. So yeah, now let's just go ahead and make this fit. So there's a little moving background. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get into the actual editing process. So now we have our little animal here, and let's just add color to it. So we're going to go back to the video effects. You can add a glow to the animal. I'm going to add a color to it too. So now we have the color. Once I figure out the color, I'll just get back to you guys. Alright you guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this color. And I know it doesn't really match with the background color, so I'm just going to go ahead and change the background color too. Okay, so now that we have our little animal color and our background color, what we can do is now add music to it. So for those of you guys who need a music downloader for free, this is the website that you guys can go to. It's called youtube-mp3.org, as you guys can tell from the link. Speaking of links, I will leave it in the description below. This website is for Macs and Windows. It's free, it's virus free. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go through a little explanation on how to use this. If you guys already know how to use it, then you can just go ahead and skip to this part of the video. So basically how you use this is you go to YouTube, search up any song that you want to use, click on the video, copy the link from the video, and then paste it right here. Make sure that you copy it and paste it, because if you don't, then a random video will pop up. You'll just basically be downloading the wrong thing. So yeah, like I said before, you guys, this website is free, virus free for all computers, and it will be in the description below. Alright you guys, so I am back in Camtasia Studio, and right here we have our little song clip down here. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find where the beat drops, and then I'm going to make it to where my animal can dance faster when the beat drops. So I will be right back. Alright you guys, so I found the part of the song where the beat drops, and it's right here. So what I'm gonna do is right click on my mouse or whatever and press split at playhead. So I'm gonna get rid of all this part right here, press delete on my keyboard, and now we're just gonna go ahead and bring this over here. Now it sounds like this. Let me turn it down a little bit. So when the beat drops, it happens about right here. Right here. So now I'm gonna split my animal video, so that way when the beat drops, the animal starts going a little faster. So what I did to make it go fast was I right clicked on it, add clip speed, which is right there. So it automatically added it to my little video thing. So I'm going to make it to about 300, which makes it like that. So here it is. So it kind of looks a little it's kind of glitchy or laggy because, you know, I'm recording at the same time. But this background just kind of makes it a little distracting. So I'm just going to go ahead and get a regular white background just for the sake of my eyes, because that's really distracting me. So I'm going to look up a white background. So I'm just gonna kind of do this, or actually I think I already have that background in my folder, so let me just go ahead and click it. So now it looks like this. Okay, so now we just have this, which is perfectly fine for me because that other background was not working out. So now I'm gonna make it here. Let me highlight both of them. So now I'm gonna make it to where it's somewhat in the middle area. Alright you guys, here are the things that I like to add to my intro, and as you guys can tell while I was gone, I changed the color, but anyway, that's not important. So a couple of things that I like to add on my intros are shapes and things like that. So if you have Windows, just find where it says annotations and find where you have those little shapes and stuff. But for me, my annotations and stuff are right here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and click and drag this little shape right here, and then I'm going to add another shape. So 2 rectangular shapes. I'm gonna highlight both of them, and for me, my thing to where I can change the color of my shapes are right here. Yeah, you guys can pretty much just fiddle around with how you want your color of your shape to be. You can change the opacity of it, you can change the shape of it, you can make it to where it's a gradient color, but for me, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it as solid, and I'm probably just gonna, you know, make it like this. So for me, what I'm doing is basically I'm making it to where both of the shapes meet at 1/2 point, to where it just makes it look like one whole rectangular shape. So basically something like this. Now what I'm gonna do, it has that little drop shadow, so I'm gonna go ahead and highlight both of these because I don't want that drop shadow there anymore, and I'm gonna basically just turn it off. So now it just looks like one whole rectangle. So basically what I'm gonna do is add the animations, which is right here for me, and you have zoom in, zoom out, fade in, fade out. You have a whole bunch of animations, but for now I'm gonna make my custom animation. So as you guys can tell, you have this little arrow thing, and the beginning of it is where you want it to start off, and the end of the point is where you want it to end. So for me, I want my little animation to end by going out of the picture. So it then kind of looks like this. Let me turn it down. So you see how it slided out a little bit? That's how it's gonna be. So I'm basically gonna do the same thing, but for this rectangle. So I'm gonna do custom again, and it starts right here, and then I want it to end by leaving. So let's see. And so as you guys can tell, by the time everything leaves, that's when my animal is visible, and that's when the beat drops too. So here it is again. So by the time everything is gone, the beat drops, animal goes faster, and everything just comes together. Now what we can do is add a couple of more things. What I like to do is I usually go on YouTube and I look up bursting heart and overlay. And it should pop up. Let it load a little bit, and here it is. It's called Heartburst Overlay. You can just click that and record it, or you can go to Google Images and go ahead and look up Heartburst Overlay. So yeah, here it is, a whole bunch of the Heartburst backgrounds. There's a whole bunch of different ones. You can make it like that. There's this, there's that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get a lot of these because they look really cool. So now we can go back to Camtasia, we can open up our folder or Finder if you have a Mac. But when I go ahead and find all my heartbursts and stuff that I saved, I will get back with you guys. Alright you guys, so I ended up finding where all my overlays were, and for me, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one. Yeah, no, actually, I'm gonna use this one. So basically what we're gonna do now is go ahead and get rid of this black background on it. So what we're gonna do is go to Video Effects, click and drag Remove Color onto the image, press this, and remove the color, which makes it like this now. So that's pretty cool. You know, you can just basically fiddle around with all the things that you have here. Alright, so what I like to do is I kind of like to make it pop up. So I'm going to go ahead and go to animations. I'm going to press custom, click and drag it. So now where I want it to start off this time is kind of small and behind the animal. And then where I want it to pop up is right here. So now what we can do is when it pops up, we can just kind of make it turn a little bit, which is cool too. So it'll just kind of be turning like that, which is really cool. And you can make that longer. You can make it kind of last like that. Yeah, you guys, that's how you can do that little pop-up effect and then make it turn and make it do whatever you want to do. Alright you guys, so as you can tell, I changed the background, and I will leave the link in the description to where you can get this little video. It wasn't a free download, you do have to record it, but anyway, you guys can figure that out on your own. So far, this is all we have. And yes, the hearts are turning, it's just lagging a little bit for the sake of me recording, so it is kind of a little laggy. Anyway, so now what I want to do is kind of change the heart color. So let's see if I can add a little glow effect to it. We can add just a whole bunch of things to that. So I don't really see a difference, but then I kind of do. But yeah, let's just go ahead and change the color of these hearts. Alright you guys, so as you can tell, it's kind of a pinkish, purplish, reddish color for a little bit, and then it just gets to pink or purple. I don't know, I kind of mixed it up a little bit. But, so yeah, now what I want to do is I kind of want to bring this down a little bit. Because I want to make room for more overlays. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my little heartburst overlay, because there was a video that had the heartburst and I just recorded it. So now it's going to be something like this. So let me get rid of this background really quick. Alright, you guys, so I removed the background color and I removed the noise, just in case there was any noise in there. So here it is. As you guys saw, the heart came and it burst open, and it started about right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove that clip, and here it is. So let's see. So it's kind of laggy, I do apologize, but I'm gonna go ahead and make this heart burst a little bigger. Alright, that way it's like this. Alright, you guys, so I am back, and while I was gone, I kind of added a couple of things, and I'm going to show you guys what I added. I added text, and I added a whole bunch of things, as you guys just saw there a couple of seconds ago, but I'm not done. I will show you guys how I added everything. I'm not just going to let you guys, you know, see what I had before, and then bam, just come up with something new without telling you guys how I did it. But anyway, yeah, let's just go ahead and watch what I have so far. So as you guys can tell, I did add the text, and then I made my text come in and kind of tilt a little bit, and so I'm going to show you guys how I did that. So basically, my text came in when my animal was visible, and what I did, I'm going to show you guys. I went to annotations, I went to the little shapes, and I added this thing in here. I clicked and drag it, and then I went to animations, and so what I did, I pressed custom, of course, and where I wanted it to start, as you can tell, is out here. And so when it ended, I made it end out here. So that part's a little simple. So let me just zoom in on this a little bit better. So what I did for the text, however, I basically did the same thing when I wanted it to start from out there, and then I wanted it to end here. However, I kept on adding custom animations because when I added this one, I made it kind of tilt. So I wanted it to end by tilting it this way. And then I wanted this animation to end by tilting it that way, and so on and so forth. But that's just a little brief explanation on how I did the little tilting animation thing. It really honestly just depends on how you guys want to do it. There are plenty of ways on how you can fiddle around with that, but that's just a little thing that I wanted to show you guys. So now what I'm going to show you guys is basically how I got my text to glow. I think that's a really cool effect. So basically all you do is just click and drag and put it onto your text. Click and drag the glow effect right here and open up your little settings. And basically you can just mess around with how large you want the outline to be for your glow. You can mess with the drop shadow. You can basically mess with anything that you want. I don't know why it's not showing up here. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing, that's why. Sorry. But yeah, you can fiddle around with how big you want the radius to be and how big you want the intensity to be, but I just kept it at a minimum because I didn't want it to be too bright. However, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and change the color of this because it's too light. Alright, so then I'm gonna just go ahead and mess around with this color one more time, and there you go. So I think I'm just gonna leave everything blue. Yeah, that looks really good. And so I kind of did mess around with the heart color. It's kind of an outline. So anyway, that's pretty much all we have. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the ending of the video. Okay, guys, so it turns out when I came into Camtasia Studio, everything started crashing, and I decided to quit it. I saved everything, at least I thought I did, but when I came back in, it deleted. So my intro is no longer here. I know this little tutorial was kind of iffy, but at least I got to go through half of the video, or most of the video. I just need to finish the ending. Basically, all I was gonna put at the ending was just enjoy with a whole bunch of animations that made it pop out. But you guys know how to do that. At the end of the day, it just depends on how you want your intro to be. It doesn't necessarily have to be exactly like mine. As long as you guys got the feel on how to make an intro, that's all you guys guys really need. It doesn't have to be perfect. Another thing that I want to announce is that I am going to be making an Anal Jam music video. I have no idea when it's going to come out because I'm kind of struggling here. Camtasia Studio is really kind of messing me up, so I might just do it on iMovie. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial video. Well, it wasn't exactly quick, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did enjoy it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later with another video.